Hey, good day. It's the Bulletin Man. October 21, 2009. Man, time flies when you're having fun. Hold on a second here. I'm sure you don't want to hear what the police are chatting about this morning. Man, I miss the good old days when everything was done over the radio. Now with cell phones, man, you hardly get to know anything of what's really happening in the world of law enforcement. And just amazing. Simply amazing. It is October 21st, 2009. You have joined the Bulletin Man back in the bunker. The clouds have taken back over, though it is still pretty nice outside in the 70s today here in mid-Missouri. And I just looked in the noticed in the Post Dispatch this morning that they have a story about the Crystal City audit. It's only been a week since it's been out. But you need to read it. It's by Christine Byers, and Christine usually does a pretty good job in the Post Dispatch. But it talks about the audit and a few problems they're having over in Crystal City. But Andy Hickson, God bless Andy, man. He thinks everything is just A-okay. So let's give Andy 2 thumbs up for being, I don't know what his deal is over there. If he's just that naive, or if he's ignorant, or just maybe just a positive person. I don't know. But Andy Hickson, the new city administrator, and only 26 years old, making 70, 80 grand a year, is in charge of Crystal City now. And I don't know, why they hired a city administrator. Tom Shilley was doing such a wonderful job. But anyway, God bless Andy. Andy, I'll be calling you here in a little while. We're going to try to figure a few more things out here. My biggest problem and concern over here in Crystal City is this fact. The city attorney is supposed to be elected and not appointed. Well, for the last 15, 20 years, as long as I can remember, the city attorney has been appointed and not elected. So it looks to me that there's a problem there. If there's not a certificate of election, then every court case, everything that the city attorney has done is now null and void. So Dotson, Breeze, Kister, Roberts, and all those guys need to be writing back to citizens of Crystal City a big check. And also the city of Crystal City needs to be refunded everybody whose fines have been paid through their bogus court system, too. Because if the city attorney is no good, if the position is no good, then it would mean that the court is no good. And, of course, we know that Eddie Page, God bless Eddie, I love Eddie, too. Went to school with Eddie and known Eddie a long time. And Eddie's got the finest secretary down there in mid-Missouri, and in Festus, man, I don't know her name, but she's looking good all the time, and she's always nice to the Bulletin Man. Looking forward to the bulletins coming into her office. But Eddie's got a problem too. Eddie didn't pay no taxes, and I thought Rick Earls was in charge of the pork board, but Rick isn't. So boy, that makes me feel better. I wouldn't want to diss on Rick, because Rick's always been good to me, and Rick was my ex-stepbrother-in-law or something along those lines, and we had a lot of good times when we were kids. And I thought I was going to have to write about Rick being the park board president, but Rick is on the park board, but he is not their president. It's some girl, and she was getting paid to clean the pool, being the park board president and getting paid to clean the pool. Not to mention the gas missing over in Crystal City. A lot of other problems with the audit, but my number one concern, like I said, is the city attorney issue. Now, I also just talked to Tommy Wright at the Jefferson County Sheriff's Department. Lieutenant Wright was in charge of the Amanda Jones investigation for many years. Now he's in charge of the jail. And Tommy was real nice to me, surprisingly. I wrote some bad things about Tommy, but he talked to me this morning. But what I'm trying to call over there and find out is who's in jail and what they're in jail for, and what their bonds are. Bulletin Man about ready to run into a little cash I'm looking forward to. And Bulletin Man is going to set the captives free if this deal goes down and Bulletin Man walks into this money, and we're going to release everybody at the Jefferson County Jail who's a non-violent person. We're not going to release violent people, the people who actually need to be in jail, the child molesters, the sex offenders, and the violent people. But if someone's being held in there because they don't have $150 to pay the man, they're coming out of jail. Bulletin Man has come to set the captives free. So I need to get into some information. I'm going to call up old Ralph Brown, Ralph the carpet layer. Ralph and I, my dad and Glenn Boyer, used to have breakfast about 3 or 4 days a week down at Theodoro's restaurant in Crystal City when I was growing up. And I never imagined that Ralph would be the public information officer. But of course, Glenn is from Crystal City. Y'all know that, don't you? I've known Glenn Boyer since I was a child. And I used to look up to Glenn, but now, man, I realize what's going on. All right, I do appreciate you stopping by and checking out the website. I'd like to say hi to all my peoples around the world. just appreciate y'all stopping in and checking out what the Bulletin Man has got to say. It is Wednesday, October 21st, 2009. We're going to get our daylight back here pretty soon. I'm not exactly sure when daylight savings time Central Standard Time returns. Bulletin Man is certainly looking forward to that, because I certainly could use another hour's sleep. It's like 12:42. I didn't get up till like 11, folks, man. So Bulletin Man is just lazy. That's what being unemployed does to you. Well, I love you, and I do appreciate you stopping by checking out the Bulletin Man. And as always, I ask you to tell a friend about the one and only Bulletin Man if you would. I am working on the new bulletin. It is about halfway done. It will be at the printers perhaps by this weekend, and hopefully we'll get it out before the end of the month. And I still haven't been to Hillsborough yet, so I'm coming to Hillsborough. You folks at the Hillsborough PD, get ready for Bulletin Man's coming to town. It's your opportunity to take me into custody. Will you be able to find me? That's the question. Bulletin Man loves you, and I do love you, and I do appreciate you stopping by the website and checking it out. Have a great day, and as always, tell a friend about the one and only Bulletin Man, if you would. See ya.